are live, NBA rundown time, and we'll be back for another exciting show. I can't wait, especially for the words of wisdom. I'm going to stay quiet today. Although, to be fair, I said I wouldn't interrupt his words of wisdom yesterday, and he didn't give any words of wisdom, so I'm allowed to interrupt him for that. All right. I got one more thing to complain about. I got another reason to hate taking planes, Tyler. I got sick. I was wondering why I was being such a bitch on the playback last night when we lost. You know, usually I take it in stride pretty well.
Yeah.
It did look
like you were on your period when we lost last night.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm not used to losing that much. And then secondly, Kurt, I might have to fly to Florida. I'm 7-on-1 on days we work out together.
Oof,
and I also had to thank you. That was one of my hardest work shifts yesterday. Now, I think I got rid of it today, but switching those exercises up, man. Working out with Kurt, the guy's just a beast. And you're also what? I'm also 20-something years older than you.
Don't let him fool you guys. He was crushing it. My guy spread is sneaky fit.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm trying to. I got to do it just to stay up with you guys at this age. But Tyler, we finally got the chance to watch some NBA last night, and also maybe because I'm sick as well, went to sleep more confused than ever. And this is why I'm happy for the projections, right? Because some of the things that we saw last night threw us off. I would say, namely, the Timberwolves getting that win over the Knicks. This is a team that we had written off without Anthony Edwards in the lineup. And even watching the game, it was like, how are they scoring so much? Like, what did Naz Reid go 8 from 8 from two-pointer?
That was Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince.
Sorry, I get them mixed up because they're both
he went
irrelevant.
8 for 8. I don't know if he got the 9 for 9, but I know he was the 33 raw points the last time I looked at that game. And the Timberwolves went wire to wire in that one spread. The Knicks never led in that game. In a game where Julius Randle hit his career high, I think he ended up with 52 points. They never held the lead once in that game. But something else we got to talk about from last night's spread, I'm going to go ahead and victory lap my best bet, Hornets +2. I was ridiculed on this show, and I said I was betting that game yesterday. They went out there and got the job done. Our guy Matty Ice is in the chat, big Hornets fan. We got the W last night. Gray playing a great game, so gotta talk about that. So
you deserve it too, and I said I gave you credit last night, and I'm going to do it again today. I would have crossed that game off the list.
And completely. It
was a fun game too.
It was just like our guy JSU said on the Up the Lock show. Charlotte's still playing like they have something to play for some reason when they really have nothing to play for.
Okay, but let's say you and I are playing, right? We don't care about our draft pick. We're still trying to get contracts, right? We're still trying to get minutes.
Yeah, but even the way they're playing, like the way they're coaching and everything, they're coaching
well,
like they're trying to win games.
The top 4 have even odds. I don't think they can move out of the top 4, can they?
I think they can. If they win a couple more games, I think they
who would fall? Who would fall?
I'll get the standings pulled up now.
All right. And then, of course, the game that I hate.
Did you see the news? Or because we had our guy Otter in the chat last night when we were on playback. He said Kyrie looked hurt in that game. They ended up finishing the game. They said he's in a walking boot now.
He said it was completely precautionary, though.
Yeah, I buy a little bit of that, but being in a walking boot seems like a little bit more than just precautionary.
All right. Well, we the people, we're going to be starting the show a little later going forward. So now that we don't have NFL.
Yeah, he'll be able to get back in the chat with us. We'll be able to lock arms on these performance doubles.
Yeah, we need these winners, right? And we need him getting me worked out over some of the takes. So thank you for dropping the like. Guys, follow the lead of We the People. Hit a bunch of winning player props and give us that like. The Utah Jazz, Tyler.
Yeah, what was up with that? I actually was watching a little bit of that one because I did the playbook for it, and I was like, I don't understand why the line's only 7. And well, I found out quick. So
I think I was just one of those games where it's like, well,
I knew it was trappy, bro.
The home team just shot so well, and it's like 9 times out of 10 the Kings probably win in cover there, and that's the one game where Utah shot very well from the field, and Sacramento started themselves behind the 8 ball because they couldn't make anything in the first couple quarters.
They were down 40-19 at the end of the first.
Yeah, and then Fox went berserk in that second half to bring them back, and they just couldn't will to a win. Sabonis didn't look good at all either, spread.
He almost had that triple-double for you.
Yeah, he didn't get the win,
Did you see he missed it by 1 assist or something?
Yeah, well, we needed the win, too, and they were nowhere near that.
Okay, our guy Clyde in the chat. The Jazz sneakily have a winning record since that trade, right? We thought that they were giving up on the season, That's still a pretty good team. So yeah, Kessler. I mean, that guy's just that's just bad. I can't.
Oh yeah, my buddy hit a $5 and 1,000 just on that game with threes alone. If you get back and look, literally everyone made like 4 threes. He hit a prop on that. Shout out my guy Cody Ballinger hitting a $5 to 1,000. He's gonna use it to sign up to run pure, so that's awesome.
Is he gonna use the code Kurt15?
Oh, of course he is. Come on, that's my boy.
Our boys are all in the chat. Joey Works here. I got Gary, Johnny Nelson's in the chat. Spread our favorite Laker fan.
Joey.
Dude, I'm so happy, Jonathan. We're losing Lakers fans left and right here, Tyler. So we need Jonathan Nelson to step up.
The lead Laker fan is back, Johnny Nelson.
The evil empire, right? I mean, there's no good heroes without a strong villain. So that's what we need Jonathan Nelson to do. All right, what else did we see last night, Tyler? I know you didn't want to watch it, but the Bulls beat the Sixers. Do we make anything of that?
I mean, I seen Embiid take that one hit to the knee where he looked a little limp after that, and just you could tell he's a little more ginger on his knee. And he was minus 250 last night to win the MVP. There's only so many more games left. He's now down to minus 190. Jokic is 3-1. Giannis is plus 440. I think I'm going to take a stab at Giannis at that price because I don't see the Nuggets putting it together. Mm-hmm. And God forbid Embiid's got to sit 1 or 2 games or even just has an off game. And Giannis just keeps plugging along. They're going to be the 1 seed. He could easily take that award from him. So I just keep an eye on those odds. They could shift drastically very quickly.
And then I'm trying to think. We had eyes on one other game. Oh, the one that broke my heart, even though it's one of my favorite teams. The Warriors just killing our point spread there.
I mean, yeah, it was Steph hitting the late 3 from like 45 feet, but Kevin Porter just didn't want to shoot the ball. He dribbled it out with 10 seconds left.
Yeah,
so
how do you dribble it out?
All you had to do was go get a bucket.
Come on, buddy. All right. Is that enough for last night? Kurt, did you have any takeaways?
I mean, just that your freaking Kings fucking suck.
Bro, if they were 4-0 on that road trip, it was the last night of a road trip. They're in Utah.
Kurt doesn't want to hear any of that spread.
Yeah, bullshit.
What are you doing? Covering up hickeys? Joey,
no. I didn't want to wear this with no undershirt. This is the only one that was upstairs, so I threw this on. It's freaking all over my neck. It's hot as bitch. Joey's right. God,
why didn't you want to wear an undershirt? You're jacked, bro.
No, I hate. It looks so grimy, bro. I hate that. Hate that look. This doesn't look much better, but it's better than.
C-Dome comes on with guns flashing. How come you won't do it?
Oh, because I like to hide my pythons just like you do. Freaking yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, this dude has oh my God. He got the vein and everything. He never shows it at all. Like, don't let this dude fool you, bro.
Yeah, I was telling my buddies at work how I could keep up with you on the arms because, we do so much lifting at UPS and that curl motion. Yeah. So it's like, okay, high rep, low weight on curls. Like, I'm fine with that. But legs, oh, man. That was but that was good. I can't wait to actually hit my squat. I bet you just working out with you. Not only did I get a 7-1 record, I probably added like 10 pounds there. So
love to see it.
I hope make it happens, right? But we're gonna go through the card.
I got something special for that one. Make it happen. Oh boy,
boy. Let's go through here. Let me pull up Bookmaker right now. Oh, I got.
Fred's gonna love that jersey today, Kurt.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, we're going head to head, huh?
I'm about to smash one of my freaking ring lights just to show how we're gonna fuck up that bean tonight. I'm buzzing. That's gonna be the
what jersey is that?
The rest of the year.
What jersey is that?
Oh, sorry if anyone's at work. I was probably loud. Larry Bird, Larry Legend, my mom's ex-boyfriend.
All right, fantastic content already, guys. Give us a thumbs up. RunPureSports.com. Here we go. Washington Wizards in Orlando taking on the Magic. Magic are -1. Totals 225. Tyler, my projections like the Wizards. Is that a reflection of how poorly the Magic have been playing lately?
Yeah.
Also, my projections like the over, and it just moved 1 point while we're talking to the over.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen everyone on Twitter and nervous guys in our chat too earlier, right off the bat. Everyone loves the Magic today for some reason, spread in this pick'em game at home.
I think it's because the Wizards kind of suck.
The Wizards do kind of suck, but they probably still have the 2 best players on the floor tonight. He's better than Porzingis.
He's not yet, right? When we're excited about Ventura, we're excited about
I don't think he's better than Beal either. And
Beal.
Even with Kuzma out, I think their other ancillary pieces are better. I'm on Washington here. I'm going to stick with the projections. Give me Washington at the dog price, even without Kuzma here. I think Porzingis and Beal are going to have great games and be able to get this done. And I think it's a pretty high scoring game also. So I do like
So
that.
can I hit that over right now?
Yeah, I like the over too.
All right, I'm going to take the Wizards as well. Let's put those in right now because yesterday the lines were moving during the show, and that was pissing me off. All right, one of them just went off the board, Spurs Pelicans. Kurt, Washington Wizards, Orlando. Oh, I know I'm going way out of order today. Tyler, did I tell you that the lineups we built, I cashed one?
You did?
Yeah, the De'Aaron Fox captain.
There you go.
Yeah, all right. Kurt, I want to build another lineup tonight, and I want to cash again tonight. Tyler helped me last night, right? But you're here today, and I need your help here. What are we going to do when it comes to this Wizards and Magic game? And do you agree with Tyler? Are we going to take the road team in Orlando?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. It's gonna be a clean sweep. I'm gonna take the Wizards too, and I like the over. So no difference. So we're all actually in step with that one. So I feel like we're never in step on all three. So that must be good mojo, maybe.
Yeah, that's good mojo right there.
Yeah,
that's the Kurt mojo right there.
Damn right. That's that workout mojo, baby. Oh, okay.
All right, you look that up. We got to see. Tyler, are you going to be doing this?
Oh yeah, I'll go to the game with Joey.
Oh my God.
That's when he's coming to Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'll definitely go.
That's sweet. You'll probably be walk in, two of you. You'll probably be leaving with four of you. So make sure you know how Joey work operates. So I'm sure
he might cuss out the guy at the door if we walk out the wrong way.
Yeah, well, you'll probably be walking out with some young Pittsburgh friends. All right, Kurt, talk to me about this game. Who are we looking at? I know that we talked about liking Porzingis. But I think Banchero's a good option. What do you think?
Yeah, so depending on how news breaks, I feel like this is going to be one of the games where you don't really have to set your lineup till 7:30. But I will give some one-off. Just a gut feeling that's how it's going to go. But I mean, I like some one-offs here, like Paolo, Wendell Carter. I think Fultz still with Suggs out has a massive ceiling. I don't want more than one of these guys though, and you don't really need one. Kristaps, of course, and there's just no need to. I can't play Beal. I'm sorry. Hope he has a good game, though, for our bet. But
who do you think's in the better matchup here? I think Beal is. I think Beal could torch those guys like Gary Harris and Cole Anthony. There's no Suggs out there either.
He has the better matchup, I think. But I don't know. I like the savings with Fultz. Fultz has been impressive.
Yeah, Fultz has looked good these last
couple weeks. You can say 1,400. Oh, Wendell Carter. I feel like a 50 burger's coming again, too.
Give me the double-double on him. It's still plus money and centers of smash Washington. Love the double-double on him.
Yeah, they do. God. At home, too. Oh, baby cakes.
I don't know about DFS playing him, but that double-double plus money, I will bet.
It seems like I haven't seen the center situation as a whole, so we'll see how it goes. But if you enter 20, I'd probably have a share.
All right, let's move on. Detroit Pistons. Plus 14. They're in Atlanta taking on the Hawks. The total is 236. Let me pull up my basketball monster. Did the Pistons just shut down their veterans for the year? I mean, is Bogdanovich going to play in another game?
They say 2 games. They say he's coming back 27th. Is that right?
It says 2 now, but then it'll be 2 again after these 2. And then it'll be like, oh, that's the last 2 of the year. Sorry, fellas.
Yeah, All right. Jalen Duren's out, which means I'm going to have interest in James Wiseman. When it comes to betting this game, I don't know. Where's my projections at?
Where is...
They kind of like the Hawks. Not huge. They kind of like the under. What do you think, Tyler?
We're going to hit... I don't know if it's going to be like this week's spread, if it's going to be today, if it's going to be next week. There's going to be that point in the year where we were at it last year. We're going to keep looking at the board. It's going to be like, look at all these heavy spreads. These teams are favored by double digits. We're not going to want to lay it. And these teams are just going to be blowing these bad teams out. I'm not sure I want to be the guy that's first in on it, though, trying to get ahead of that curve. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to lay 14 here when Atlanta's second best player is questionable, DeJounte Murray. So me personally, I go right to the performance doubles. Trae Young to get 12 assists here and they win is plus 140.
Okay.
He should be able to feed these guys whatever buckets they want all game. And if you don't like Trae Young to get his assists, I don't mind his points at 30 plus. And if you just trust some of the other guys, like if you think Capella can feast on the inside, 15 plus points and win, plus 210. I don't trust a guy like John Collins just because he doesn't see the minutes, but he has a 15 plus points and win also around plus 160. So I wouldn't lay the points here. I would come in on like a performance double or build your own little same game parlay through a prop in the money line. 14 just seems like a little bit too much right now.
I mean, I'm not going back to the Pistons after that Miami game, right?
No.
I mean, that shit pissed me off so bad. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Bogdan. All right, talk to me about Bogdan Bogdanovic and Kurt. My interest is in James Wiseman.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I like the matchup for both centers, honestly. I like Wiseman and Capella. You can save a little bit with Capella. Feels a little bit safer, but Wiseman just – yeah, I mean, the ceiling's massive. So is the usage. He's talking about – wait, which Bogdan is he talking about?
He's talking about Bogdan, not Bojan.
Oh, okay.
Bogdan on the Hawks. He's saying if DeJounte Murray sits.
Oh, yeah. Lock button. He's been so good to me. I was going to say that too. I mean, then you can kind of get good value on the Trae Young double-double right now too, or the points, and just assume Murray's out. I don't mind taking a shot on one of the Detroit guards. I like Ivy. He's just not shooting as much as I wanted to. I really had higher hopes for him coming into the year. With all the usage he can have, he just hasn't really taken advantage of it. But
wasn't that one of the knocks on him coming out of college, though, is that he he was, I don't want to say like a project, but that he wasn't going to be a first-year player.
But with all these guys out, like you kind of think that he would get the empty stats, and he really, for the most part, really hasn't, honestly.
Who are we talking about?
Jaden Ivey.
Nah, if I'm playing anybody in this game, it's got to be the bigs, right? Wiseman should smash here.
Yeah, I love Wiseman.
I'm not putting one of these guards in the fucking main.
I think Dwayne's got it. I think it's Wiseman on one side, Bogdanovic on the other, and move on.
I like that. Oh,
unless you want to spend up for Trae.
I was about to say, if you for some reason think this game plays anywhere close to a competitive game and Trae Young's going to get the minutes, he is going to torch this team.
Yeah, I think you got to consider Trae as a spend up there. Really, but do you think you're going to have the lots of values to get there?
I mean, you got the Spurs on here. You got you got the Pelicans. I mean, look at that injury report for the Pelicans and the Spurs.
It's beautiful.
And that list is about 3 pages long, and there's 2 Pelicans guys on there. The entire Spurs roster's hurt.
Yeah, you should have plenty.
All right. Dwayne, we just took the Wizards there, so we'll see how that one turns out. You ready to move on? Because his next game that he's talking about is the Cavaliers.
No, we'll go right here real quick. Our guy Kurt, Twix or Snickers?
Give me Twix.
Yeah, I agree there.
Wait, so Trey's in? So Trae is in, but Keldon's out. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. That's okay. That's a little flippity doodah. So Trae was doubtful, and then Keldon was healthy, and they just flip flopped.
Hey, before we move on, Make It Happen's talking about Oneki
Okongwu. I don't mind him. It's just
he's been awesome. Hold on, let me check.
How are minutes been looking?
20, 24, 25. Oh, God, he's a fantasy point per minute monster. Oh, baby. That's kind of sneaky. I like that. I'm with that. Make it happen. He's been so good this year, bro. He's been so good.
I know. I'm surprised they're giving Capella so much run. I think it's just that
Quinn Snyder.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Quinn Snyder. It's literally it.
That makes me want to play. Oh gosh, I think we already found our $10 in the 10K challenge. I think it's Capella double.
What do you think of that one, Tyler?
I'd rather take one of the other bigs we talked about. Wendell Carter, James Wiseman. They're double doubles. They're both plus money. And Capella just doesn't see the minutes. And I've had him screw me so many times where he grabs me like 13 rebounds and scores me like 8 points.
Oh, baby. Yummy. I could get down with Wendell Carter. I don't know.
All right. Let's move on. Dwayne took the Cavaliers -3. They're out to -3.5. So the market agrees with him. The total's 218. They're in Brooklyn. They're taking on the Nets. Tyler, this is another game, man. I'm glad I do projections for this. I don't know what to make of this Nets team. I think sometimes they look pretty good. Then other times they're terrible. If you look, though, you see what the edge is to. What do you think of this game?
Yeah, looking at this one, I'm going to side with Brooklyn here at the plus the points. They're at home, and the Cavs are just a different team on the road. Jared Allen's still questionable. He could miss this game.
No revenge spot?
I mean, if you want to make the call for his revenge, Karis LeVert's revenge, there's a couple different angles you can go in this game. But I mean, the Cavs on the road just haven't been as good. Brooklyn at home has been a little better. They have the wing defenders to slow down guys like Mitchell, Garland. And after you slow them down, if Mobley's the only big out there, him and Claxton kind of negate each other. So I think Brooklyn can keep this very close to even possibly win it. So I'm on Brooklyn plus the 3.5.
All right. And then you see what my edge is. We'll keep that for the Run Pure subscribers. RunPureSports.com. Become a member. Use the promo code Kurt15. Your squat will go up. Kurt, how do we approach this game between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Brooklyn Nets?
X that shit out.
Okay, excellent.
I mean, like they're both two defensive teams. The total is absolutely horrendous. I mean, do you want to get Q, but I'm good on it.
No Karis LeVert.
Eh.
What about this one, Tyler? Dinwiddie, double-double.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's just, does he get with the majority of the ball handling? Like, Bridges does some ball handling there. Cam Johnson will set up plays, too. So, it's just, can he get the assist? He'll get you the double-digit points. It's my only worry there.
Do you think this helps or hurt? Cavs haven't played since Friday.
I think
this late in the season, I think it helps. It's late in the season.
It helps a little bit, but at the same time, it's a weird matchup. If they were at home, I think it helps a lot more.
True.
Got it. Probably out there having fun with Joey Work, right? Out in New York and Brooklyn. All right. San Antonio Spurs are plus 13, Tyler. The total's 232. They're in New Orleans taking on the Pelicans. I don't think the Pelicans are very good. I mean, I know they beat the Rockets, and that was a stupid bet by me. Now they're at home against the Spurs. Do we think we blow them out? They blow them out? What do you think, Tyler?
I'm not laying the points here. Just like the last game we talked about, I'll wait until these heavy favorites start to blow these bad teams out, and then we'll start to get it on them. So break to the performance doubles. CJ McCollum, 25-plus points, and they win, plus 150. Him to hit 5+ threes, and they win, plus 500. Brandon Ingram, 30-plus points, and they win, plus 160. Trey Murphy, 4+ threes, and they win, plus 200. Like, I would just play that game one of those directions and just leave the spread alone, because laying that many points, you're just asking to get backdoored right now. So I'll wait on those heavy spreads.
Kurt, this is the game where we find the value, right?
Whole bunch of it. Oh, baby. Yeah.
Bro, this injury report.
Have you seen the update? Have they updated it with the
Bro, like if I wrote an article about this game, I would get to my word count just by putting the injury report on there.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
I could just put the injury report and then a pick.
They updated it. Sweet. Okay, cool.
All right. So for those who aren't in front of the injury report, Jose Alvarado's out. Of course, Zion's still out. Kem Birch is out. Zach Collins is out. Keldon Johnson's out. So Chan's out. Devin Vassell's out. Doug McDermott's in. Romeo Langford's in. Trey Jones is in. Malachi Branham is in. And Keita Bates-Diop is in. Devontae Graham, questionable. So we know mostly who we're going to get, Kurt. How do we approach this?
Well, first of all, Manu, I'm going to continue to play him. I like the matchup. Loved him in college. The minutes aren't great, but the dude's a fancy point per minute monster, 4.2. Going to take up a center spot, but oh well. If Devontae Graham plays, probably will be lowest owned. I kind of like that too. God, all these guys. Holy shit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my Lord. I'm ready to get hurt by Valanciunas. I am fully ready to get hurt by
Do you think this is one of them games where you take like the majority of these Spurs guys and lump them in with a rule on the optimizer and say maybe only 3 to 4 of these guys in your lineups?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I want at least 2. At least I'll also run it back with the rule of at least 2. And then as far as, man, I never get the Pels right. I was on Ingram the other night when McCollum went for 50. That wasn't hurtful. I'm not going back to McCollum. I never chase him ever. But it's the freaking Spurs. So, like, obviously he can get there again. But the priority here is the Spurs guys. And I'm interested in Graham if he's in. Because no one's like, even if he's like, gets rolled in, it's a slight revenge. You don't want to play into that too much. But it's really most of the part that being questionable all day, 5K, should see good minutes, even with Trey in.
Clyde, we're not falling for that. Tyler, any more thoughts on the Spurs and the Pelicans?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see all these cores, but I expect to see a lot in there tonight.
You think it could be a mid-tier build tonight, Kurt?
Oh yeah, that's what I've gotten so far.
Yeah, I was about to say just not even looking at pricing and just looking at these games listed.
Yeah.
Guys over 10K, I would guess would be Tatum. That's probably it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think everybody else is going to be high nines. Like, I don't think Mitchell's going to cross.
Sabonis will be over 10.
Yeah, him and Sabonis are the only two guys over 10K, are my guess.
You could do like Mamu's your cheapest, and then like Trae Young's your most expensive.
Okay.
Or I mean, even not even that, even more mid range.
I think these wings in this last game are going to kill it. Kawhi.
Yeah.
That's George, not the last game.
Paul George and you're pushing the other one to the last game. Time slot wise, that's the last game.
He's pushing.
Is it? I thought ours was.
No, we're 30.
No, you're not in the finale spot the night spread. You don't get to save your team till last. Or you're always good. Now we could talk about the Bean team.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
I like shit. Oh, I don't like it.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about them right now.
Yeah, you don't get to round up the show with it. You love rounding up the show with the Sacramento talk.
Let's go Thunder first. Let's go Thunder first.
No, don't do that, Kurt. I'm leaving.
Come on.
No, we'll go in order. We try to do it all year. Sometimes I screw it up, but for the most part, we usually get it. Kurt, your Boston Celtics are -5. They're -5 against the best offense in the National Basketball Association, the Sacramento Kings. The clutch player of the year, De'Aaron Fox, is catching 5 points in a game with a total of 238. We're going to start with you on the side and total. Then we're going to go to Tyler. Then we'll go back to you for DFS. But just talk to me. These your Celtics, who are coming off a loss to the Utah Jazz as well, so we're not the only ones. Do they deserve to be laying 5 points in the Golden One Center? One of the most exciting places in the National Basketball Association.
Oh boy, that's tough. I think I'm going to go I'm hitting the button on Tyler's player performance doubles. That's what we're hitting. We're winning this game, but it's going to be we're going to find a player performance double. Hopefully Tyler's got one cooked up because I don't have the sports book. I have literally everything else but the sports book put up in front of me, which I should have.
Kurt, you got to pull that up.
I know. Well, I need
Kurt's got all the DFS money makers in front of him.
Yeah, I'm getting another. Yeah, I'm getting another monitor, but let me pull it.
You can afford one more tab. All right.
I'm gonna get another monitor once I move to Florida.
I thought you lived in Florida now.
No, I gotta go back to DC and get my shit, and then I'll be there April 1st. Or 2nd.
Okay. One last call for all the DC single.
I already texted them today. I already texted like 3 or 4 of them today. I was like, hey, what are you doing on Thursday night?
3 or 4 for one night?
No, just you gotta.
Bro, I saw you working out hard, but that's impressive.
One got a Thursday, one got a Wednesday, the other one got a Friday.
That's the only 2 days. So
wow.
Gotta get ready.
Right. Well, we'll see. We'll see who ends up in that core. Tyler, -5. I mean, to my Kings, they're both first. Kurt's team's in second. We fell to third with that loss last night in the Memphis win. But we're pretty even in the standings in their conference, and we're catching 5 at home. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, the big difference here, both are off losses to the Jazz.
Okay.
But your team played last night, finishing off a road trip, first game back home, while the Celtics have gotten to rest for the last couple days.
But, bro, they're in Sacramento. I mean, talk about a party town.
Man, break that ream in half. Smash it.
Yeah, they're gonna just snap the beam right over their knee tonight. I just think, like, Sacramento plays well against a lot of these teams in the league spread. They're a good team. The teams that give them troubles are the teams like the Bucks and the teams like the Celtics. The ones that can get physical with them, play good defense, lock down on their main guys. I'm on the Celtics here -5. I think Tatum smashes. I don't think there's a guy out on the floor that's going to be able to guard him. This 30-plus point and win at +160, I love that. If you want to try his threes, the 5+ threes and win, you'll get a better price on that in a short spread. But I like the 30+ and win here on Tatum. And
we got Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, because he can cover Tatum.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry. I was trying to find the gif of in the Dark Knight, when at the end of the movie where Gordon takes the axe and smashes the Batman light. That's about to be us tonight. I couldn't find it because I'm a fucking donkey. So yeah.
I hated this breakdown.
Why?
Because we're against his team. But it lines up with all the spots he likes to bet. But those spots are out the window because it's his team.
Oh, but my projections.
Hey, you know what?
The Kings to cover.
Can we victory lap the last show we had? Can I have
Yeah,
victory
we
lap? I
can.
want victory lap. Al Horford.
Yeah,
No
Al
one talk
Horford
about it. Like
double-double.
I gave out Xavier plus 275. They won. I give out Al Horford double plus 600. Hey, come on, no, nothing.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even-
the other big thing, Josh. Robert Williams is back in this game spread. That is big for this team's
Massive.
defense.
How?
Well, how?
What
How,
do you
Sway?
mean?
I'm just walking into him today. Trying to get you guys fired up. Who's going to cover De'Aaron Fox, though, Tyler? Seriously.
You see, they use this guy who won Defensive Player of the Year last year named Marcus Smart. And when he gets past him, there's a guy named Robert Williams waiting for him at the rim.
And then when Smart's tired, we have this guy named Derek White, who's also not that bad at defense.
Yeah, and then we got this other guy named Malcolm Brogdon, and we got these other guys named Jaylen Brown. Like, there's a lot of guys here spread. Who's covering Tatum? Who's covering Brown?
Who are the people?
Harrison Barnes and Keegan Murray.
I didn't even see that with the people, but hell yeah. Oh, wait, did you? Did you find the double for me?
What are you looking for, Kurt?
I can't. The people said he gave out the Al Horford double too. I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I was high that whole weekend, so my bad.
Yeah, that was weird too because we weren't in the normal.
I thought
area,
I pulled that one from like left field, being a homer, but I might have been high. I don't know. But he got there for us plus 600. I guess me and we the people are the only ones that bet it. That's a shame.
Well,
I'm sure more people bet. You know, a lot more people watch than comment.
That's true.
I have a lot of people talk to me about.
So we got
watching the
110
shows.
people in here right now. How many likes do we got? Like,
I don't
we
want.
better have at
It's
least
gonna be
50.
hurtful. I'm already not feeling good.
Look at what God. I wish I could pin comments. Look at what Josh said right there. They're so bad against wings, bro.
Yeah,
Shooting guards actually. It's shooting guards that the flow chart. Shooting guards versus.
Well, yeah. Look who they got: Kevon Herter and Malik Monk. I mean, terrible defenders.
We got 31 likes and 160.
You know what?
People. We gotta get that number up.
Spread. You know what wins in the playoffs?
We're not
Wait.
talking about the playoffs. Where's the regular?
I know,
show
but
right now.
once we do get there, you know what wins in the playoffs? It's like
Are you
guards.
saying-
So guards.
Are
and
you going
marks-
to say defense? Because we the people's going to just
No.
go
Well, that too.
ballistic.
But if we're talking position, like especially, so guards in March Madness, everyone,
Right.
you got it. It's wings in the NBA.
Well,
Athletic wings who can shoot are what wins in the playoffs.
And that is why Brandon Miller is being projected over Scoot Henderson in drafts now.
Yep, that's how it goes, man. It's crazy. Like guards in March for March Madness, then you want wings like Tatum and Brown. Even though we don't have a championship yet, so I should probably just shut up.
You might get it this year. As much as I hate your coach, I might get it this year.
West Virginia. West
Did the
Virginia,
Bucks stop existing?
They also have a big wing /
Yeah.
big man. I don't know. What do you even consider him? Like,
He's just,
I guess.
he's just the Swiss Army.
Our
knife.
wing there is Middleton.
Well, I know, but like, I mean, honestly,
Do you hear it, Kurt? Our wing there. We're talking about his team in this
You got it.
game.
East
you got
Coast team?
He's got like 12 teams, Kurt.
This guy, get out of here.
To be fair, I rooted for a minor league team for like 16 years, so I had to like.
True.
He had to just round up all the good teams and root for them.
I mean, it's not the worst idea.
So, I think the player performance double I'm going to go with is
The more I look at that Abaji talk, I kind of like the Jaylen Brown ones.
that's what I was going to. Shut up, Tyler. Can you wait? Damn it. You're a shit.
You're taking too long, Kurt.
I was. It's true. But which one do we like? Because I'm looking at all of them. I kind of like.
Oh yeah, I was literally gonna say all of them.
Over 25.
Yeah, 25,
That's my
30,
favorite.
4+ threes in a win at plus 300. I mean, dude's been shooting the hell out of the ball. Abaji shot every corner three he wanted last night.
You guys know we're a good home team, right?
And also, like at home, aren't they one of the best teams at defending behind the arc?
For the Kings.
They suck against shooting guards, but I'm pretty sure at home they're like top 5 at defending behind the arc.
Here, I'll see if I can.
As
get
of
that
like
pulled up
2
real
weeks
quick.
ago, I think. I know because I did the showdown. I do the showdown playbook for them all the time, and I see it. But double check me on that, and we'll keep it moving here.
All right. Well, as disappointing as that breakdown was, at least we gave the people the truth. Let's talk about the Travis Mangone revenge spot of the evening. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander returns to the city where he made his debut, and he's going to show the Clippers they made a mistake. I mean, who would you rather have right now, right, Tyler? Would you rather have Shai or PG?
I mean, probably Shea, but if you have Shea, you don't have Kawhi. So
I know. I mean, these players make the
So
worst.
it's literally a package deal. Do you want Shea or do you want PG and Kawhi?
I mean,
Speaking of that,
Shay.
did you guys see the thing where like we almost had to have a disaster draft because their plane almost crashed?
What do you mean?
The clip last week.
Oh, is that the one you
that's
guys were
the
sending me
lightning.
right when I was boarding the plane?
Yeah, the thing me and
Yeah,
Cito
that was
were
nice.
tagging
Oh,
you in
God,
before you got on the
Yeah,
plane.
that was wonderful.
Yeah, they said the plane got struck by lightning. It started descending. There was like no power on it. So like that plane goes down, they got to do the disaster draft, and all of a sudden all the teams are just it's just 5 guys kept to a team. They just got to draft everybody again. That would have been nuts.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
what happens?
It's like say that something like that happens.
And the whole team died.
Team plane disappears. They're gone.
Guys,
The whole team's
getting dark.
They go into like a quote unquote disaster draft where every team gets to lock 5 players, and then you redraft.
How do you know this?
That team, because I've seen it
Like
on
the NHL expansion.
Yeah,
This is like an expansion draft.
And then that team's got to redraft their own team, but they can only take 1 guy from each team. Like they couldn't just roll up to say the Warriors and be like, all right, we're taking all your guys that aren't locked. So like you take 1 guy from here, 1 guy from there, rebuild your team.
Well, thank God that didn't happen. I mean,
Yeah.
that's terrible. Okay, so
it's never. I don't think it's ever happened, but that.
No, I don't think it has either.
I like that idea, Josh. They should do that every 10 years without any deaths.
That'd be cool. Happened to Marshall football. Didn't have a draft though, but
What
Shout
were
out
their
75.
team crash?
yeah, Marshall football. You haven't seen the movie We Are Marshall?
Uh-uh.
Jesus Christ.
Where
Spread.
is
You're
Marshall?
a movie guy too, Spread. What the hell?
No, I'm not. I'm a TV show guy. I only like old movies.
Go watch We Are Marshall. It's where I graduated from.
Where is Marshall located?
Like 10 minutes from my house. 10, 15 minutes from my house.
I mean, you stood.
my
Which
parents.
house?
You stood in
My
the kitchen
parents'
at
house,
the house,
sorry.
Spread, and had a 20-minute conversation with Kurt Senior, and he had
Yeah,
on
I
a
did.
Marshall polo, and you never watched We Are Marshall.
That's horrible.
What
And then he
was I
took-
supposed to do? Just say, I'll be right back and, run down?
And then he took all of our guy Mikey's money at the poker table.
And I haven't seen Mikey in the chat since.
It's because he's working overtime to get the
Working
money.
overtime. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
All right. I'll watch that just because Kurt is,
Thank you.
You know.
Oh, baby.
Bro, what about that guy trolling us? That guy got me worked up, but then he was so
That
funny.
was funny.
Who?
To do with the,
The
hot
guy
dog with the
that you
lasers
said you would
guys
challenge
yesterday.
to the-
You challenged him to like a triathlon. And he called us.
Bro, that guy, I almost followed him, bro. Like this dude. So, I mean, Tyler, give him the rundown. What happened? Just really, really quick, because it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, you put the picture up, and then what do you comment on it? That we were diabetes, and all this other stuff. Kurt challenges him to like a race or whatever he wanted to do, weightlifting. Then he spelled weight wrong and said Wright brothers. If you want to fly planes, Kurt's going to be a pilot.
I have flew a plane before. By
Kurt's
myself.
going to fly
You
planes
have?
circles around.
Yeah,
him.
I mean, I had the guy beside me, but yeah. Sorry, Tyler, keep going.
No, you're good. But yeah, that would be an interesting flight if Kurt's flying the plane. We'll say that. But yeah, and then Spread jumps in, calls the guy a hot dog, and the guy says, "Well, my hot dog has lasers for eyes, Spread. So how do you feel about that?"
Yeah, I mean,
And then
I
he
couldn't
was
even hate on him. I was on playback, Kurt, and I was like, normally I would never respond to this stuff because arguing online is the
I
most
always
negative EV like activity you could do.
I respond to everybody.
Right? I mean, it's just so stupid. But you know, like I was worked up. I guess it's because I was fighting off a Cole. Thank you, Plane. And do you see I'm catching more slander in the chat? Seinfeld and Friends.
Lord. Oh, that's hurtful.
No. But you guys would hate my TV shows. I won't even bring them up. But they're definitely not Seinfeld and Friends. All right, let's get back to this game. Tyler, I got this right on the spread, but my brain thinks the Thunder is going to do well. They won 7 of the last 9 games.
Yeah, they have played well. And getting them at a big number like this, I like it when SGA is in. And point guards have just absolutely smashed the Clippers, even with Russ there. He just doesn't play defense.
What do you mean with Russ there? They would get worse with Russ there.
Yeah, so I mean, even with the guy before him, they couldn't defend point guards. So there was no upgrade once he got there. Slight downgrade on defense. SGA is going to absolutely smash this spot. But so are the wings for the Clippers. So I kind of like the +7. I might just play this as a prop game where you just go in, maybe do a little same game parlay. Like an SGA to score 30, Kawhi to score 30, Giddey to maybe grab 8 rebounds and 8 assists, and some kind of thing like that. Get yourself a nice 20-1 ticket and see if you can cash that. But if you're just playing the side here, I'm taking the OKC +7.
Kurt, showdown season here. Clippers, Thunder. Are you doing a showdown playbook tonight?
No, so it's Rubio tonight.
Okay.
I got the weekends Monday and Friday, or no, yeah, it's something like that. But no, he's on it tonight.
So there'll be less plays that are tasty.
Yeah, no, Rubio's got it tonight, and it'll be more thorough, but not as fun, but way more thorough and profitable, probably. But we've done well. I know I
Yours are profitable. It might not be
I
thorough, but you're winning.
Yeah.
We used it last night, and like I said, I cashed.
Our guy Rubio's been running pure. I mean, he shipped DFS.
Bro, he's so underrated. Like
I seen him tweet out that he ran pure when he went to Chipotle yesterday too. So I mean,
he beat me in ping pong.
Yeah, he beat you in ping pong. So I think we might have to tail his course tonight. He might run pure again. We might ship again.
As a fantasy player, I swear to God, he's one of the most underrated that we have. I mean,
Big T called him the silent assassin. He was just hanging out in the corner until he's like, "Yeah, I won."
No, like he wins. He'll win like 5 to 10K and not mention anything about it. Not say a word. And I'm like, bro, why didn't you tell me? He's like, what? It didn't post it. Nothing. So he really is a silent assassin, and people need to start recognizing.
RunPureSports.com. Grab the Rubio Dimes Showdown playbook tonight. Kurt, all right, talk to me about this game. My projection is like the under, and who are you targeting?
Hopefully the overhits. I like the studs here. I like what Tyler did. Having the absolute late hammer to like a wing, like Leonard, Paul George, running back with SGA. Don't really know how I feel about the other guys because we'll have the value from the Spurs that we can do this in. Take a shot on Jalen Williams for cheap if you're multi-entering, but just for a main team, I only have interest probably in the big dogs here.
Well, since you brought up his name, let's talk about what's going around on Twitter right now. I see they're talking about Jalen Williams making a late run at Rookie of the Year.
Oh.
Can we all agree right now that if Banchero was on the Thunder as the third option, he would be absolutely nuking teams?
Yeah.
And if Jalen Williams was the number one for the Magic, it wouldn't be the same.
I completely agree. I think it's just because they run out of stuff to talk about. Because God forbid anyone watches the games and talks about what happened. We can only talk about potential trades, MVP.
If Banchero would have slipped to 2 and OKC would have took him, OKC is in the play-in picture, maybe even at that 6th seed right now. Because SGA, Giddey, and Banchero is like a very, very solid core right there.
Yeah.
No, so Jason Williams, sorry in chat, but Jason Williams did go to Marshall for a year, and then he left with Billy Donovan. So Billy Donovan was at Marshall, and then he left. I'm like 90% sure. Shout out Marshall basketball. Yeah. So he went to Marshall for a year with Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan went to Florida, and Jason Williams followed him. That's how it went.
That's what Sean Miller did with TJ McConnell.
Yep. Bang, bang. All right. So that's my Marshall basketball info for the day.
You got any West Coast basketball info spread? Well, we just dropped East Coast.
Yeah, what you got spread?
Wilt Chamberlain went to San Francisco State.
I knew that because I just watched the documentary.
Oh, there we go.
Wait. Who was it that went to Bill Russell went to San Fran too, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe I'm getting mixed up.
I did that the other day. Yep.
No, that was Kareem. That was the UCLA guy.
Yeah. Lou Alcindor at the time.
Yeah.
True that.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Who do you guys advancing in NCAA basketball? I think Alabama's going to keep rolling.
Yeah, ask Kurt that. We don't know. Well, Tyler might know. He knows more about college than me.
Nah, I mean, I'm rolling with the team that's got the best looking pro on it, and that's Alabama.
Yeah.
Unless they just slip up and just have a hiccup game, I don't see anyone beating them. And I think their hiccup game already happened when Miller scored 0 points in that first round.
I like FAU to beat Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of hope Tennessee dick stomps them for what they did at the end of that game, trying to do the 360 windmill dunk.
Oh, come on.
You got the game won by 15, dude. It's like, at least punch it down. Like, you missed the dunk. Like,
that's true.
Kevin Porter Jr. should have made a freaking dunk last night with 6 seconds to go instead of dribbling it out.
Yeah, I agree.
Still pissed about that. All right.
I don't mind either of those picks from our guy Josh and Clyde, Texas and Houston.
All right.
Houston's healthy. Hey, Houston looked healthy, so who mama. It's headed towards Bama versus Houston as long as Houston doesn't have any injuries again.
All right. Anything else on this full slate before we move into the best bets?
No, sir. Just keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on that Pelicans news and the Spurs news.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's going to be like the whole final countdown today.
What cheap guys you think you use from the Wizards, Kurt? Would you use any of them with Kuzma out?
Why would you use any cheap guys from any game except for Pelicans Spurs?
Because it's called getting different.
Oh, good answer. Damn, I just got served. Huh?
We ain't trying to chop
This
spread.
is like when I tried to
take the
cover
whole
title.
thing down.
This is like when I tried to cover title. It would go well for me.
I guess, I mean, whoever doesn't start between Kispert. I like the second unit guys against the Magic. So I guess, I mean, if you had to get super weird, Kispert or Denny, but whichever one doesn't start, I want the bench guy. Just because that's how, like, my buddy's a big Magic fan, so he tells me the whole rundown for the Magic. He watches every single game. He's like, you want guys who can shoot in the second unit.
Excellent. There you have it. All right, it's time for the best bet. Start with you, Tyler. What's your best bet for today's side total or prop?
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, let me get the board pulled back up. I'm going to stick with a side. I'm going to go against pretty much it seems like everyone on Twitter and everyone in our chat recently. Give me Washington. Money line. I think they pull this game out. Even with Kuzma out, I think they can beat this Magic team. So I'm on the Wizards.
Kurt, best bet for today's side total prop.
I'm going to go. Sorry, spread. Got to do it to you. Jaylen Brown, 25 plus. Boston wins.
I should just go back to bed. All right. I'm going with the over in the Cavaliers and the Nets. It's sitting at 218, but I think we'll get a higher scoring game than that. Especially with Jared Allen out. Should be a little quicker out there on the floor. Give me the over between the Cavaliers and the Nets. So, Kurt, I haven't been very good at this. I mean, I should just mute my mic.
What?
But because I always interrupt people during the words of wisdom.
You never interrupt me.
Maybe you're giving better words of wisdom than JC. Maybe I'm just enwrapped with the words that are coming. Maybe JC needs to be more interesting.
That's hurtful, Largo. That's hurtful. Goodness gracious.
All right, but it's on you, Kurt. Let everyone know what they need to know as we get out of here.
Well, okay, so we'll start with anyone single out there. My boy Stevie Boynton just got back on the apps. Sorry if he didn't want me to tell people, but the guy's trying to go crazy. So, I mean, Hinge is, if you were on Tinder back in the day and Bumble and all that stupid shit didn't work, give Hinge a try. I don't know what it is with their algorithm, but they only show babes. It's insane. So if you're like, oh, I'm not dealing with that, all I see is fatties and piggies. Listen, Hinge is the one for you, bro. And it's, for some reason, it's more clean. It's supposed to be more like not gross, but man, it seems like it's an easy hit. It's a good hit rate on there too. So you got babes and a high hit rate. Hinge is your app if you want to get back out there.